Hello, guys and gals, and this is a movie review for Antlers. Now, Antlers is a Guillermo del Toro movie, and I've always kind of wondered what Guillermo stands for because I know it's Spanish, I believe. And I know that del Toro is the bull, so I'm always kind of curious about what Guillermo means. I mean, it's something the bull. Anyways, all I know is that Guillermo del Toro makes some really good horror movies and has a really nice take on mythology, cryptozoology, urban legends, myths, and that kind of thing. Really good at telling a scary story, in other words, usually based on mythology or legends or, mythology and stuff like that. Also, it'd be cool if he could maybe make some. I know it's already been done by Disney, but if he could get the rights to the Percy Jackson series, do a horror take on that, that'd be kind of cool. But anyways, I know Disney is doing a great job, and they've got lots of things planned for that, which is good that it's finally in good hands. The Percy Jackson series is in good hands because, yeah. Anyways, this was Antlers, and it is basically Guillermo del Toro's take on the Wendigo. Now, I have seen several Wendigo movies. In fact, I found a DVD for like $1 over at Dollar General that had like all Wendigo movies on it or something, movies about the Wendigo and stuff. Really, really a fascinating DVD. Well, I think that at least one movie was about the Wendigo. I think the other one was about Bigfoot or something. Anyways, um, another really good movie about the Wendigo was Bound by Blood, the Wendigo or something like that. But that's eventually I'll do a review of that. That movie was looked like somebody had probably done it with a home camcorder. I mean, I don't know. But this movie was awesome. It had a nice backstory to it. And it was just really, really fascinating. Then again, anytime you're dealing with Guillermo del Toro movies, you're in for a treat because I think that I've liked every single Guillermo del Toro movie that I've ever seen. I might even watch the one that I'm too afraid to watch. I saw that was free on YouTube, and so I might watch that one. That one was Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, and it's about these little people or fairies that live in the vent system, which is honestly terrifying. And so, yeah, I think that if I ever watched that movie, I'd probably have nightmares for until 2025, probably. But, anyways, Guillermo del Toro is just a master at setting up atmosphere, setting up backstory, and just basically having an interesting take on urban legends, cryptozoology, and, as I said, mythology and legend. And he is a legendary director. I think that he was a director, or it was his vision that basically drove the film. Anyways, this movie is set in basically a mining town, is what I would say. And so, yeah, I've always been fascinated by the Wendigo myth. And there's all these different depictions of what the Wendigo looks like. But of all of them, I think that Guillermo del Toro probably captures it the best. Um, for those of you who don't know, the Wendigo is a Native American legend or a Native American story. And it kind of goes into that at the beginning of the movie about the backstory of the Wendigo. Of course, it starts out by saying, well, people were stealing the Earth's lifeblood or something like that. And so the Wendigo was formed out of that. Now, the thing about the Wendigo is that it eats. It's always hungry, but the more it eats, the hungrier it gets. So in a way, it's kind of like Ouroboros, the snake that's eating its own tail, which does actually happen sometimes. I saw a YouTube video once of a snake eating its own tail, and it was kind of weird. But anyways, with the Wendigo, it is a vengeful spirit, I believe, and the more it eats, the hungrier it gets, and the less satisfied it is. So, in a way, that is kind of an oxymoron because you'd expect you'd expect the more you eat, the more full you'd get. But this is kind of the opposite. Really, kind of fascinating though. Um, anyways, there was, I believe, don't quote me on this, but there was room for a sequel, or they left room for a sequel. Um, I'm not entirely sure there ever will be. A lot of these movies are like one-offs, just a one-time deal. They don't ever become a franchise. Um, anyways, I thought that the movie was well acted, had very atmospheric music, had a really creepy feel to it. Another really cool thing is you don't really see the monster much. The fear is like visceral because you can't really see it. It's never really shown. It's kind of like what they did with Jaws, and that was basically an accident because in Jaws their shark animatronic quit working, so they just didn't use it much, and it really built up the tension and made it such a good movie. Um, if you want to make a good monster movie, then you don't really show the monster much because that really sets a person's mind ablaze. Oh, what does this monster look like? And it's really about the atmosphere. And Guillermo does a really good job with this. I thought this movie was awesome, and basically, whenever Redbox will sell me a copy, I'll probably buy my copy from Redbox. But anyways, it's called Antlers because the Wendigo is covered in antlers. And if you think about it, that kind of makes a lot of sense because at first I was like, well, why is it covered in antlers? But if you think about it, in the wild or like in the woods, if there was a Wendigo, it would probably be killing deer and stuff like that, eating things, with its insatiable hunger, and then I don't know, maybe it just sticks the antlers to itself. But I have to say that when you do finally see the Wendigo, the payout is awesome. Really, really awesome. But anyways, um, I don't know much about this movie. The external stuff, like when it was released. I think it was released in 2021, 2020, something like that. But COVID really kind of, set back all of the filming, all the films that were supposed to be released because they were supposed to be theatrical releases. And then with COVID, people weren't really allowed in theaters, and then people didn't go to theaters. And so, anyways, Antlers was still a really, really, really good movie. And I can't really give it enough praise because I thought it was really, really good. Nice and spooky. Um, did have some gore, which was okay. It was necessary, of course, the to the plot. And overall, this is a movie that I would highly recommend any horror fans to watch, or even people who are fans of urban legends, mythology, legends, folklore, all that. Overall, wonderful movie. I can't really give it enough praise because it was awesome. But that's just my opinion. You can either take my opinion or leave it. Either way is fine. And if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way, if you want to join the Discord server, all the information will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved and have a great day.